Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Jeremy Manuel. Or am I? Okay, you caught me. This isn't actually me. This is a deepfake version of me. Pretty convincing, right? But don't worry. The real Dr. Manuel is the one who created this. And we're going to talk about something that's not fake at all. How artificial intelligence is transforming orthodontics. We hear about deepfakes all the time. Politicians saying things they never said, celebrities in videos they never filmed, and even news anchors reporting stories that never happened. It can be a little unsettling. But here's the twist. While fake AI can fool your eyes and ears, real AI is quietly making orthodontic treatment more precise, more efficient, and more accessible than ever before. So let's dive in. I want to show you some of the ways AI is reshaping orthodontics today. Not in some sci-fi future, but right now in practices like mine here in Las Vegas. So first, let's talk about AI in digital indirect bonding. And for that, we start with braces. For decades, placing brackets has been a very manual process. Orthodontists carefully positioning each bracket on each tooth. It's a little like lining up tiles on a bathroom floor. You can eyeball it, but if you're off by even a millimeter, it can throw the whole pattern out of alignment. And those little mistakes become the only thing you see. Now, with AI-driven digital indirect bonding, we can place those brackets virtually before the patient ever gets anything placed inside their mouth. Think of it like playing chess with X-ray vision. We can see not just the teeth above the gum line, but also segment and visualize the roots underneath the gums inside the bone. Why does that matter? Because it allows us to position brackets in a way that minimizes risks, protects the bone and gums, and keeps your treatment on track. It also means fewer adjustments, fewer extra visits, and often a shorter overall treatment time. That means less time for you in my dental chair and more time at school, at work, or wherever you'd rather be. I had a high schooler recently who was nervous about getting braces because she plays violin. Her biggest concern was missing practice for appointments. Thanks to digital bonding, we placed her brackets with incredible accuracy from day one. She needed fewer adjustments, which meant fewer missed rehearsals, and she ended up finishing her entire treatment in less than a year. By the end, not only did she have a beautiful smile, but her mom told me she also made the first chair violin. That's what this tech is really about, giving patients their lives back while still delivering life-changing smiles. But here's another aspect you might not have thought about: AI and remote monitoring. This is one of my favorite innovations: AI-powered remote monitoring. Traditionally, orthodontists could only check on progress when you physically came into the office. It's like trying to watch a movie, but only being allowed to see one frame every 6 weeks. You miss a lot of what's happening in between, but with AI, we can literally see your teeth in 3D every single week, all from a simple video you take on your cell phone. That means if you're on vacation in Europe or visiting family out of state, we can still track your progress and even make adjustments to your aligner plan remotely. This opens up treatment to people in rural or underserved areas who may not have a specialist nearby. Imagine living 2 hours from the nearest orthodontist. That used to mean putting off care or settling for less. Now, with AI, you can get expert oversight no matter where you are. It's like bringing an orthodontist to your pocket, a virtual check-in that keeps everything moving forward. And hey, if you're serious about making improvements to your smile, what are you waiting for? If you're local here in Vegas, head over to hmortho.com and schedule your in-person consultation. And if you're outside the area, go to vegasorthodoc.com. There you can securely upload your records, and we'll review your case together online. Okay, now moving on to number 3. AI helps patients ask better questions. Now here's an angle most people don't think about. AI isn't just helping orthodontists, it's helping patients too. Some doctors don't like being questioned, but me? I love it when patients come in curious. And AI tools like ChatGPT are giving patients a way to ask smarter questions. Let's be honest. Dr. Google and social media experts have misled a lot of people over the years. I've had plenty of patients walk in saying, well, TikTok said this, and I'm just sitting there shaking my head. But AI like ChatGPT actually pulls from research, references, and real studies. Is it perfect? No. Just last week, a patient asked me about mandibular expansion. What she read on ChatGPT was correct, but incomplete. And that was great because it gave us a chance to fill in the gaps together. Much better than having to undo bad advice from a random form. Think of it this way: if orthodontics is a puzzle, AI helps patients bring in more of the right pieces, and my role is to help put those pieces together in the right order. That partnership creates way better outcomes. But what about AI in the aligner fabrication and customization department? If you followed my channel, you know I'm a big fan of clear aligners. But not all aligners are created equal, and not every doctor plans them the same way. This is where AI comes in again. We can now customize aligners with doctor-specific preferences baked in. That means if I know a certain type of movement tends to need extra attention, I can program that into the system. The AI helps catch things that might otherwise be missed, making treatment more predictable and efficient. For patients, that translates to smoother progress and fewer surprises along the way. I like to compare it to flying a plane. I'm still the pilot. I decide where we're going and how to get there. But AI is my co-pilot, watching all the gauges, alerting me to turbulence, and making sure we don't miss anything on the radar. Together, we get to the destination, a beautiful smile, more safely and efficiently. One of my adult patients travels constantly for work. She was worried aligners wouldn't work for her schedule. Thanks to AI-driven customization and remote monitoring, we were able to plan her treatment in a way that fit her lifestyle. She sent me scans from airports and hotel rooms, and we kept her right on track. By the time she finished, she said the process was smoother than she ever expected, and her colleagues couldn't believe she managed treatment while flying across the country every week. But what about using AI beyond the chair? Let's talk about access, precision, and time. So let's zoom out. What does all this mean for patients? Access. AI allows us to deliver high-quality orthodontics even when you're not physically in the office. Precision. Digital bonding and AI-driven aligner design reduces errors and improves outcomes. Time, fewer adjustments, fewer appointments, faster results. Orthodontics has always been about improving lives through better smiles. AI just lets us do it with less friction and more convenience. Instead of orthodontics being something that disrupts your life, it becomes something that quietly integrates into it. Like having Wi-Fi, you don't notice it when it's working, but you can't imagine life without it. So are deepfakes changing orthodontics? Not really, but real AI definitely is. And unlike this deepfake video of me, these changes aren't smoke and mirrors. They're real tools, real innovations, and real improvements that my patients are experiencing every day. Here's my take. AI isn't replacing orthodontists. It's empowering us to be more precise, more efficient, and more connected to our patients than ever before. And that's something worth smiling about. So if you're considering braces or aligners and you're curious about how AI might play a role in your treatment, schedule a consultation. Whether you're here in Las Vegas or tuning in from across the globe, we can help you explore what's possible. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe as always, because your smile is worth doing right. See you next time.